Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah, which on Friday doubles as Thought for Shabbat. We're really glad you are with us. Testament of a Jew from Saragossa is the title of the story in which Eli Wiesel recounts an experience he had on his own visit to Spain years ago. Wiesel tells of being approached by a man who was offering his tour guiding services around the Spanish city. And Eli Wiesel took him up on it. When the discussion turned personal, the Spanish guide discovered that Wiesel knew many languages, and he begged him to come to his apartment to decode a parchment document that had been handed down, father to son, for generations. This devout Catholic family believed that the document protected them from evil, yet no one in the family understood its contents. Wiesel immediately recognized the script as Hebrew, and with trembling hands and heart, he translated, "I, Moses, son of Abraham, forced to break all ties with my people and my faith, leave these lines to the children of my children and to theirs, in order that on the day when Israel will be able to walk again, its head high under the sun, without fear and without remorse, my descendants will know where their roots lie." Written at Saragossa, the 9th day of the month of Av, Tisha B'Av, in the year of punishment and exile. It had taken 4 centuries since the days of the Spanish Inquisition, in which the Jews were expelled or forced to convert, for this family testament to fulfill its objective. But now this Catholic Spaniard knew that he was descended from Jews. Of course, the date of the Testament's writing, the 9th of Av, is the same date as the destruction of both the first and second temples of Jerusalem 2,000 years ago and 2,500 years ago, a day that has also been marked by an uncanny number of tragedies throughout Jewish history: expulsions, massacres, discriminatory regulations, and the like. It is a day that observant Jews mark with fasting, recalling how much the Jew has been victimized throughout history as guests in foreign lands. It is also a day that reminds us how important it is for Jews to have a homeland in which they can control their own destiny, and how fortunate American Jews are to live in a land that protects our right to practice our religion as we so choose. The Eli Wiesel story ends with Wiesel jumping forward 10 years past this encounter with the lost Jew of Saragossa. He was walking on King George Street in Jerusalem when a stranger grabs his elbow and whispers in his ear, "Saragossa." Wiesel can hardly believe the coincidence. The man takes him to his apartment, where he shows him the old parchment that Wiesel first decoded for him. It was now framed prominently on the wall of his apartment, next to the mezuzah. "And my name now," continued the man to Wiesel, "is Moshe ben Avraham, Moses, son of Abraham, the name of the last person in my family to live as a Jew in the 15th century. Well, now in 2020, how do we live as Jews? How do we choose to participate? While the last 4 months have been challenging beyond belief for us, so too this period is filled with opportunities. The opportunity to live as a Jew in a new way, in ways you never tried before. The positive side of everything being online right now is that you can try anything you want. Someone suggested the other day that we are not providing the same services we had in the past. That is true, because we are providing more services and programs than ever before in our history at SHM. For the Jew in the story I just told, his Judaism was taken from him and his family for centuries, up until the time he reclaimed it. Now is the time for us not to reclaim, but just simply to claim. I promise you there's something at Temple for you. If you're not sure, call one of the rabbis and let us be your tour guide through Irvine SHM Judaism. For there are sights to see that are new and old at the same time. There are songs and prayers to be experienced in a fashion that might seem foreign and familiar at the same time. Don't be the last person in your family to live as a Jew. Be the first person to take your family's Judaism and yours to the next level of depth, meaning, and holiness. Amen. Friends, please join us tonight at 7:30 right here on Facebook Live or on our webpage for services with a wonderful panel discussion with two wonderful therapists and a psychologist and a psychiatrist on how to find and keep emotional strength. Shabbat Shalom. Have a great day.